Longtime fans will know the two gentlemen to my left, Robby Lance and Dustin Snyder. They've been in Portland wrestling before, and now they are back again, and Robby in particular has got quite a story. Robby, why don't you tell us first, just give us a little background about who you were and what you did here in Portland wrestling.
I was trained by Tony Kazina, who was a former junior heavyweight champion of the NWA, light heavyweight style, high flying and hard hitting. I was the 2002 Ring of Northwest Rookie of the Year for this area, and I frequently tag teamed with this guy over here, Dustin Snyder, one of the better tag teams in the Northwest, I'd like to say. And I kind of fell out of things for a while.
Yeah, you had a disagreement with the board of directors,
yeah.
And we haven't seen you around in about 2 years or so.
Yeah.
Things have not gone well for you.
No, that's an understatement.
What's been going on?
Okay, I had my disagreement with the board of directors here, and then that was in July of 2004. Then I hurt my shoulder in September, the end of September of 2004, and decided I was going to stop wrestling for a little bit, heal up, get bigger, work out in the gym, save up some money for some new gear. I had no money and nowhere to go, ended up going back to my family's house where all the problems originated, and lights getting turned off, power shut down on us, no water, no garbage service, all that stuff. It was not a pleasant situation to be in. So finally I was convinced by a couple of my other friends, other wrestlers, to go ahead and move down to California for the summer, and stay in New Japan Dojo where you're really good at wrestling all the time, wrestle every day, practice every day. And so I quit my job that I'd had, my entire adult life for 4 years or whatnot to go do this. A week later, in New Japan, I broke my foot and had to come back home. So I had no job, broken foot, nothing to my name, and things got really, really dark for a while. Finally, this guy, he moved back to Oregon from Philadelphia. He took a job out in Philadelphia, and he moved back. And some other friends are coming around again and trying to get me motivated because they know how things have been for me. And I gotta thank this guy, with all my heart for helping me out and get me back into wrestling. So that's my anchor.
Dustin, how's Robby doing?
I'm glad that he's back here. I'm glad that we're doing this interview because, a lot of times fans at home, they see us and it's like we're superheroes, we're cartoons, we go out there and you bounce around that ring and it's all good and fun, but, we're, like Robby said, we're real people. And, they gotta look at this, Robby's having some hard times, but he's coming out of it, and this is, for me, it's wrestling is my blood, it's my life, I love this. But, I look at Robby and I'm like, man, wrestling means nothing to me compared to how Robby feels about wrestling. And I'm glad he has this back. I'm glad we're taking this time to let people know, this is why Robby's been gone. This is why, this is why he needs to get back. Because people think, oh, well, he's a wrestler, that's what you're supposed to do. A lot of guys go out there, they've got everything in the world. They got a great build, they got 8 feet tall, We don't have that. We have what's in here, we have our hearts, and that's all we can give. But, Robby's getting that back. It's phenomenal to me. It's amazing to see this is, turning around for him.
So in a lot of ways, you guys are going to be tagging up here in the near future. In a lot of ways, you guys aren't necessarily going for titles. You're going for some stability in your life.
Yeah, wrestling is the payoff almost. It's not about the money. It's not about the notoriety. This is something that it's part of the machine that keeps us going. It's the gas and the engine there. Because everything else is kind of pointless about wrestling to me. It's just that's the way it is.
A little behind the curtain real life here, fans, in Portland wrestling with Robby Lance and Dustin Snyder. I want to wish you guys the best of luck.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you.